Welcome to Kevin at 7, where we help you find your superpowers. You can master getting yes without the BS. You want to make today powerful? You seize it. Is success too hard for you? Is success too hard for you? All right, so let's talk about the one question that blew my mind on the webcast as I'm doing it. And we had a bunch of questions come in, and my team selected the kind of most relevant ones. But this one was, this was not a question. This was a comment. And it blew my mind. So here's the thing I want you to ponder. Is success too hard for you? And I'm going to just go ahead and let you know. This sounds more and more difficult than I thought. Hello? It sounds more difficult than I thought and more work than I expected. I'm talking about greatness. We're talking about success. I'm not talking about how to go out and get 2 more deals. I'm talking about how I'll help you add 6 figures to your income year after year, and create a 7-figure income, and it's too hard. Well, then go to Starbucks. Be a barista. And there's no pressure. You don't have to make any decisions. The people standing in line, they make all the decisions, and they just tell you what to do, and you do what they say. Piece of cake. You get benefits. You get a W-2. You get time off. You get paid vacations. That blew my mind. I'm just like, you have got to be kidding. It shouldn't have blown my mind, but it blew my mind. But I will say this. Most of you are not willing to work hard enough to succeed. I really, really, really thought that when you got good enough, that success would get easy. Boy, was I wrong. Not only because of my own experience. Okay, if it was just me, I'd go like, maybe I'm still doing it wrong. I'm working too hard. Because, after all, Tim Ferriss says you can do a 4-hour work week. Okay, I respect Tim Ferriss. He's a great guy, but there has not been a week in his life he only works 4 hours, all right? The guy is a workhorse. He works his butt off. Okay, but man, he sold a lot of books, didn't he? A lot of you bought his books, right? And it's great stuff on, hacks on how to get more done in less time. So the book has great principles in it, but 4-hour work week, not if you want massive success. Now, there may come a day when you can work 4 hours a week, but not when you're building greatness, not when you're building your success. You guys with me? So you want freedom, huh? How many of you want to be financially free? Everybody wants that. How many of you want to make over $1 million a year? I'll ask this question again at W Listing Power Live. How many of you would like to make over $1 million a year? And every person in the room except for 1 or 2 will raise their hand. And there's always a 1 or 2 that it may be a wife or a spouse that's sitting there, or it's just somebody that has this hang up like I used to have about money. And those I'm not really talking to. So they'll all say, I want to make over $1 million. Now, how many of you want to be financially free? Yep, I want to be financially free. Okay, how's that going? So here's just a simple question to ask yourself. How many, if I took 2018, last year, 2018, how many years would you have to repeat your success in 2018 to be financially free? In other words, how many years, if I did what I did last year, and I did it for 10 years, could I then quit and never have to work another day in my life, and I would still have all my bills to be paid because now the money is working for me because I have real estate investments. Financial freedom means every month you got more money coming in passively from return on investments, where the money's paying you, it's coming to you for free without whether you get out of bed or not. That's financial freedom, right? How many years would you have to repeat last year? Okay? So, to be financially free. So let me ask you another question. How many of you have more debt? You don't have to answer this. Like you don't have to type it in, but just think of it. How many of you have more debt right now than you had this time a year ago? You owe more money. And I'm not talking about like leveraged debt, like because you borrowed $70,000 to buy a $100,000 rental property that's paying you $1,200 a month. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like credit card debt. You owe more money. Every month, more money is going out of your bank account than coming in. Okay? How many of you, your expenses, your overhead got more in the last 12 months? Then you're further away from financial freedom. I don't care how much you made. I made $360,000 when I first year I sold over 100 houses. I made $360,000 back in 2000 in Texas. That was a freaking buttload of money for me. And at the end of the year, I was broke. Why? Because I only knew how to stay. I only knew how to be broke. I've been broke. That's just the way we lived. You never had a lot of money. I didn't know how to have money. I've learned how to make money. I just didn't know how to have money. Okay? So, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to learn what you have to learn and implement what you have to implement to create the wealth, to create the revenue, to create the income, to create the leverage to get yourself financially free? Are you willing to do the work? Most people aren't. And so the people who are willing to do the work, come and train with me.